Hi, my name is Ada Wells, and welcome to the ProBalance PT podcast. What I'd like to do is show you kind of an odd little exercise I give to some of my clients and patients, but it's a very effective one for relieving tension that occurs sometimes around the pelvic floor area and some of the deep muscles that are kind of down by the sit bones that are not necessarily the easiest ones to get to and not necessarily one you're going to want like a massage therapist getting into. So what it requires is a little sort of 6-inch playground ball. This is just a regular rubber one. Your kids might have one of these laying around at home. And what I oftentimes have people do is just sit down, and you're sitting up tall here, keeping what I call my pelvic rings. So if my pelvic ring is here and my rib ring is here, keeping those stacked on top of each other. And just kind of assess what the hips feel like and what the pelvic floor feels like in this position, just as a pre-test. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take this ball and you're going to place it so that when you're going to sit on top of it. I call this the lay the egg exercise. You're going to have your pubic bone in the front, your coccyx or the tailbone in the back, and you're going to have your sit bones are on the side. So basically they're kind of forming a diamond around this ball. And all you're going to do is you're going to sit down, and you kind of have to get yourself balanced on here. And for some people, if you have a lot of tightness, this may be very uncomfortable. But you're just going to sit and literally just hang out here for about a minute or two. Probably about a minute is all you'll be able to tolerate. And if you need to, if you're having a hard time balancing, you can take a yoga block or take something so that it holds you upright. Sometimes when people don't have a lot of mobility in the hips, you can actually take this ball and place it on a chair and just have your legs turned out so that you're able to you're kind of widening that pelvic floor area and just allowing the tissues around to almost just thinking about almost like they're melting around the ball. That's a horrible image when you're dealing with this area, but it's effective. So you're going to hang out here for a little bit, and then afterwards you just roll right on off of that ball and just kind of reassess what things feel like. And it should just feel like there's a lot more openness around the hip and the pelvic floor area. And this is going to oftentimes lead to having a little bit more mobility in the spine and doing things a little easier with the hips, like walking, moving the legs into rotations and such. So like I said, it's an odd exercise, lay the egg, but it's great for being able to, like I said, release those unmentionable muscles. All right, we'll see you next time.